Ordinary, baby. Have you ever had a random thought that is so evil, so dark, and so not you? Have you ever got so angry for no reason, or had a horrible slip of the tongue, or seethed with hatred towards people's shortcomings, towards a friend who let his weight out of control, or towards another friend who just can't seem to make money? Where did they all come from? Carl Jung, the founder of analytical psychology, has an answer. He called it the shadow. The shadow is the neglected child inside you, hidden away from your everyday consciousness. It's the part of you that you're not aware of, or you don't want it to be there and try to hide it away. Whatever we didn't want to face was cast into our shadow. The more you repress it, the less control you will have over it, and the more it will consume you. Take a look around. You'll see the shadow everywhere.
Their feelings of powerlessness might lash on at other people in subordinate positions to feel power. You will see it in people who constantly belittle other appearances. They may do so because they feel humiliated or ashamed about their own bodies, so they project their self-hatred onto others. You will see it in men who act violently and lash out when their masculinity is challenged. They may do so because as a child, they're scolded for crying and constantly told to be a man, and you will see it in yourself.
The more you repress it, the darker it can get.
What do? Do you deny it? Do you give in? Or do you notice them, face them? The short answer is, first, you have to know your shadow. As Carl Jung put it, while the shadow self is often associated with negative qualities, it's not necessarily evil.
Rather, it's the side of us that we suppress and reject, so it can also contain more potential, or what you could be once you free yourself from the story you've been telling yourself. For example, you grew up in a conservative family that looks down on artistic expression. As a child, you were scolded for drawing pictures and humming tunes. As time goes on, you begin to suppress your creative tendencies, leading you to despise art in adulthood. So you pour scorn and spew hatred on the artwork of others. The shadow, like a psychic immune system, define what's you and what's not you. And in this case, being artsy and creative is not you. So you make extra efforts to make sure that it's not you. All because growing up, you're taught that being an artist is the worst thing ever.
As Jung put it, there's no light without shadow, and there's no psychic wholeness without imperfection. The only way forward is to face your shadow.
You face it, not to exterminate, but to bring it into your consciousness. When you act out of character, pause and ask yourself, why am I reacting this way? Observe yourself, examine yourself, acknowledge that you're not all good and saint, and maybe not all who you think you are. Understand that you have a capacity for acts of darkness, but you also have the capacity to be better.
When you finally meet your shadow, you achieve a more genuine self-acceptance based on a more complete knowledge of who you are. You recognize the projections that control the opinion you have about others. You feel more free of the guilt and shame associated with your negative feelings and actions. You diffuse the emotional bomb that explodes in your daily life.
Here are a few ways to meet with your shadow, or shadow work, as Jung called it. Try journaling, try writing about thoughts, feelings and experiences that are usually voided or suppressed. Writing is thinking. This will help you explore dreams.